The winds have shifted in Alethi. Once Kholinar shone, a beacon of pride and glory. Now its towers groan beneath the weight of despair. Its people whisper of shadows moving in the rain, of oaths long broken beneath the thunder's roar. 4 souls drawn together, bound by threads unseen. An investigator chasing truth through a city drowning in secrets. A thief, mercenary by name, but fierce of heart, determined to save the home that scorns them. A fabric cloaked in falsehood, shaping light and metal, seeking to forge a better tomorrow before the storm consumes the present. The Vorin woman, staring defiance into the eyes of destiny, striving to become more than her world dares to allow. The city trembles. Cults, old and forgotten, whisper beneath the weeping stone. And from the tempest comes a call for those who would speak the last ideal.
Hello, everyone. It is, once again, time for The Last Ideal. We come to you live tonight with a special announcement right off rip. And that's the fact that we're now an award-winning actual play series of thanks to the Colorado Web Fest, baby. That's right, us players and this guy right here, we react to the things that happen on camera, and that means we win awards for it. We're so good at reacting to things that they said, give those people an award, give them a plaque, give them a framed award that says they're good at reacting to things. We did that. We're award winning. No one can ever take that away from us. Thanks to the people at the Colorado Web Fest. Thank you so much for choosing us out of all of the applicants, out of all of the people that could have been chosen for literally anything in that circuit of awards. We won. We've been to the top of the mountain, brother. We've been to the top of the mountain. Cream rises to the top. And you know what that means. That means cash rules everything around me. We're talking about Wu-Tang, which is for the kids. We won. That's all I want to say. So thanks to everybody here, my fellow cast members, also known as Lane Mandy Jem Craig, also known as Bear Nev Fira Alstrom, the wonderful people that came together to actually help us tell this story and make funny faces at the camera and get us a framed award. Thank you. No, not that frame. No relation. We can also say that I just looked this up. I literally just looked this up. I looked this up like not even 10 minutes ago.
It's Italian. It's hard.
It is an Italian web fest that we have also gotten into the selection stage for, which is the oh God, I just had it up. The Apulia Web Fest. And so we've been selected to be a runner for all of the awards that are there for new digital media. And we have also been given a pay it forward at the Colorado Web Fest, which means we have automatically been entered at the New Jersey Web Fest. We're at the top. We're at the top of the mountain. No one can no one can bring us down. We are like, my ego is huge. We're, no one's better than us. No one reacts better than us. And we have proof. So thank you.
We're the best at reacting.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's on listening.
Yeah, and that's on listening. And that's on active listening, baby girl. We pay attention and react to the things that are said. So from our group of little freak boys to yours, shout out Alstrom. Thanks for coming along with us. That's really cool. It's the first award I've ever won for anything like actual play related. So yeah, that's the diggity. But we're here to tell a story this evening, and so truly, without further ado, we can give like a very short recap on what exactly happened last game. A downtime period where a lot of our Radiants were sort of in more solitude, like where they weren't so much coming together for activities that would be pushing forward the agenda of the Kholinar's fall, et cetera, et cetera. But Fira had started putting together a sort of community exercise, a training regimen for the disenfranchised individuals that reside in the marketplace of Kholinar, going through sword drills, setting up practice dummies, Frame being a singularly helpful figure, in the ways that he can be, mostly chiding and deriding and pushing people to the point of breaking by just being awful and ensuring people knew what he thought that they were worth. But this led to a sort of realization in the fact that a lot of people in Kholinar, especially in the poorer sections, are desperate. Desperate for community, desperate for something to help, something to help lift them up. And Ferraniel sort of provided that. And thus we had a fairly large realization on top of that fear is being venerated in a way that is rather aggrandizing. They've taken to calling her the Dawn Flame. There are stories abound of her actions throughout Kholinar, and they seem to be troublingly linked to conflagration. So it was knowing all of that Fira put forward that. Nev was having boy problems, and there's not really another. Well, there are plenty of better ways to put it. There are plenty of better ways to put that. There could be a more poetic way to say it. But the reality is that Nev had boy problems, feelings springing up in regards to a man that had been a close compatriot and confidant for years and years and years. And, was a part of the formative experiences that Nev had while a part of the network and a part of the Phantom Dreyer and being underneath the thumb of Cutter. And now he took her dancing, and it was nice. And was it a date? And do you have time for these things? Can there be love during one of the greatest crises to ever hit Roshar? And those are the sorts of questions that were raised. And She went to the Spark Flicker in order to speak to Verdana about this specific issue, and she was given the singular crystalline piece of advice, which is sometimes you need to kiss a boy about it. And that was really the idea. Perhaps go and explore those feelings, and that's really all there is to it. So it's really occurring to me now. It's occurring to me now that there was a very wild pendulum swing between all of the scenes last time, because Nev was worrying about love and romance and feelings and emotion, and Berdalar kicked a man off of the storm wall of Kholinar to his death for trying to slay a young ward of his, Dervin. That's all there is to say about that. But Alstrom, well, Alstrom gave some good advice. he met up with Berdalar, and he gave fantastic advice and set up laboratories across a few spots in Kholinar to ensure that, well, things weren't going to be as singularly focused. There wasn't going to be any one point in Kholinar that could suddenly be stormed by the Cobalt Guard and everything that Alstrom had worked for being ripped away. These small laboratories, laboratory spaces, sort of created and crafted in the shadows by the network and Alstrom himself. And it was also sort of realized that Alshir was going nowhere a while before that, and yeah, there was a lot of family. There was a lot of family talk with Alstrom. But tonight we are going to start, and we're going to zoom in on Berdalar. And I think this is a pretty important question to start on, which is, let's dive into what Berdalar's been sort of experiencing for a little while now. Over the past month and a little bit longer, since the takedown of Rave's gambling parlor, the central headquarters, that sort of information hub for his gangs and such, and the subsequent escape of Rave, Berdalar has been rather unfortunately on a path of self-destruction, abusing substances in the form of ridge bark, abusing his body by depriving it of sleep. One can only imagine a non-zero amount of getting into wine, of doing whatever you can to sort of like keep things at bay in order to keep moving forward. The aforementioned slaying of a man through tossing him off of the side of the wall of Kholinar seemed to be like the culmination of all of these things. The sort of reality that at the end of the day, you have chased down almost every lead that you have had on the Sons of Honor. Berdalar has, with Tila and now, more often, Dervin at his side, him, proving himself to be a capable young ward. You've chased down the Sons of Honor that have been left, and you've come to the stark conclusion that the Sons of Honor that were in the city have left. Any of the ones of import. And the ones that did remain were the dregs, the ones who refused orders, the ones who had ran out of usefulness. And more specifically, they were the Sons of Honor that never did get a fused companion in order to in order to have someone that could take on the form of them and masquerade, be in two places at once, use their political clout and their whatever their position is in the city. They were just not important enough. And so when Berdalar runs out of leads, when you have fully run dry, when there are no more strings to connect, what does he do?
I think Berdalar is not. He's not done. Um, he's done hunting people, but he's not done hunting. And so I think if he was doing anything, it would have been a trip to the library to look for anything. Now that he can, read, I think it's a trip to the library to see if he can hunt down anything that would relate to his vision, the stuff that he heard from whatever was talking to Queen Aesudan. The revelry, the feasting, like that kind of thing, and see if there's anything he can hunt down that relates to that.
Yeah, sure. That makes a lot of sense. So the only proper library space within Kholinar that would hold even remotely what you're looking for is, unfortunately, the Devotary of Insight. That repository of knowledge that you had broken into before to gain that manuscript. It is truly the stronghold of more forbidden information within Kholinar, things that would buck against Vorin tradition and the, and Alethi society as a whole, things that, kind of rebuked the Almighty and proved the existence of otherwise, at least in word. So I guess question number one is that where Berdalar goes? You are not technically a wanted criminal for anything in the within the Devotary, so there's nothing stopping you from at least searching.
I think to avoid as much trouble as possible, he will also take the form of an ardent. He will use, he will light weave himself to look like an ardent.
Yeah, okay. So you give yourself the, the monocolor robes with the one splash of color to go along with it. You give yourself the shaved head and the markings of whatever household that that you're indentured to. Or the city of Kholinar, like whatever the faction or family that you're indentured to, and you make your way into this gigantic, austere building once more with these sky scraping parapets, the colored glass that is along the windows, this long-standing this long-standing institution of learning within Kholinar. And as you make your way to the actual building itself, and you're on those sandstone steps, can I please get you to make a perception?
Yeah, not bad. 19.
A 19. Ooh, okay, this is a good test, actually. I would like you. Okay, so you've noticed something. I'm going to I'll describe it and then we'll get to the lore test. But you see along the sides of this building where there was none of this before, graffiti. There is paint that has been splashed all along the sides in big rough markings. You see huge like jewel tone greens and reds, and you see illustrations along the sides roughly painted of twisted versions of Spren. You see pain spren that are an off color and have claws at the ends of the fingers. You see passion spren that are more to the form of more vulgar things rather than like the gentle pink illusion of leaves falling. You see things that are more like yonic or phallic. And you see splashed across the back bubbling fear spren that are a grotesque green. And of course, you see something that almost looks reminiscent of Tila, that is painted on the broadest wall of the Devotary, a large crystalline structure. that sort of is almost like a sun, like a hanging stellar figure above all of these strange-looking spren, these just barely off spren that are painted on the side of this wall. And then can I get a lore?
Would this be an appropriate role for me to use test assistance from my bonded spren?
Yeah, I think that's one focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
That'd be perfect time. Yeah, Tila will chime in.
Lore, a 20.
A 20.
Dirty 20.
You see, not that Tila needs, extremely close proximity for any sort of like proximity or perception within an area. You've seen Tila's true form and the form that she usually takes. A little bit of like a red, rusty, regular mist spren is the form that she usually takes, but you've also seen her true form, which is that crystalline structure. And that has no sensory organs to speak of, even ones that would be seen on a spren. And thus, her getting very, very close seems almost like a connective moment. Something that she's like swiping you see a smaller fractal-like crystal substructure, almost like a finger, like brushing up against this larger crystal structure. And she looks back to you and zips back, and she just gives you a word. It's something that seems to come from her core, this like very angry and fearful moment, and she just says, "Unmade." And with a 20 on lore, it's really tough to justify for Baerdalar, who isn't exactly a hyper-educated individual, especially someone who had lived within a Vorin nation. And so I think that the best way to do this would be, you have had dreams that feel closer to being awake, lucidity, prophecy, little moments, something that even in the mortal world, sometimes people will experience in the form of things like deja vu. You'll have a moment where you're like, I swear this has happened before, or I swear I've seen this before. And this is, I think, singularly one of these moments. And it's something that brings pause. And you just recall the word unmade and the fact that echoes wrong in your ears and that there was another name for it. And you try to recall what it is, but it doesn't particularly matter. All you know is that long ago, there were very mighty spren that could bond to someone in a way that could reshape the world, something that could open doors between worlds, and that those spren were broken, inverted, and turned into something horrifying. That on this wall is one of those spren. Not literally, it's a piece of art that is, of it, but
Bear gives Tila a bit of a weird look. Not accusatory in any way, just puzzled, but continues on his way. He just has more things to look for now.
Yeah. You head inside of the devotery, and upon entering through the doors, you are not given a lot of mind at the sort of front entrance of things, but you clearly have another agenda. And as you make your way further in to the areas, actually, I should ask, you are heading to like the third floor in order to
the stacks, yeah.
to like
some
the
books.
to like the true stacks. Okay, then I would like a deception at advantage, please.
Oh, that's good. 21.
A 21. You get to the stacks, and you are brought to a halt by a woman. This woman looks severe, iron gray streaks in her hair pulled back. And you see the head librarian for the Devotery of Insight, Willea. Someone that you had heard about in passing from Navali and from Alstrom. You may have had a very short exchange. She just says, I don't recognize you.
Greetings, Malaya. My name is Apal, and I am here searching for some tomes for my master.
Who's your master?
My master is a...
Now, Bear knows this off the top of his dome.
We'll give
Lane
Lane
doesn't.
we'll give Lane a chance to get a name, yeah.
Jorana Elthal of House Elthal.
Jorana of House Elthal. And what is it that Brightness Elthal wishes you to have?
Well, first a few stories that I might read to her, but as well as some historical texts that she's interested in.
Regarding?
The oldest teachings of the Voron Church. She wishes to get back to her roots.
The oldest teachings of the Voron Church.
She worries that perhaps we are clouded today, with everything changing as much as it is, and she wishes to hear the oldest teachings.
I don't believe you.
Okay. Does it matter?
What are you really doing here?
I'm searching for ancient texts. Willea?
Brightness Elthal has been gone for 2 weeks inside of the palace. And if rumors are to be believed, she is not there for reading. So I don't believe you. And that means a few things. I don't think we should have this conversation in the stacks.
Very well.
And she leads you into a side room, a little cloistered area, very reminiscent for those that have read The Way of Kings. It's very reminiscent of one of the side studies that Shallan and Yasna would have used to, perform their tutelage. Filled with, nice little alcoves, plenty of tomes. There's a little bowl of warmed nuts, a carafe of pink. Very cozy, very comfortable. And Willea sits behind a desk, and she pours herself a tall glass of pink, pours a glass of pink, and pushes it over to you. Who are you and what are you doing here?
He's such a bad liar.
You actually rolled
There-
a 21. You lied incredibly well. Walea is either lucky or just that good.
Bear is going to create a bubble, void of sound around the two of them.
Walea, my name is not Ardent Paul. I apologize for attempting to deceive you, but there are some texts that I hope can help me within this library.
You can start by telling me who you are.
My name is Bear de la Jura. I know you are familiar with me. I believe we've met very briefly the once.
You were the one that ousted Rave, right?
Yes.
You've been hunting down Sons of Honor throughout the city?
Yeah, I have.
And you work with Nev the Knife.
I mean, not really on this, to be honest. This is kind of just my project, but yeah, we've worked together in the past.
Well, if you're going to need anything from this library, there's going to be something that you have to understand. This is my library now. The last time that Nev and that fool that they cavort with came in, they robbed me.
Yeah, I know.
Half of my Ardents have been recalled into the palace. Stacks are empty. No one is checking out books. There's no one here to study. The bright ladies are too busy drinking. What do you need from this place, specifically?
I need to know about the Unmade.
Her eyes go wide. Why?
Because there's one in your palace. And it's bonded to the Queen.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not.
You are.
The illusion falls, and it's just Bear sitting there.
There are two in the palace.
Okay, I was wrong. Yeah. What?
Walea takes a small piece of stone in the shape of a tower that is on the desk. And you see as a small, very thin line of light extends from her hand into the stone, splays it out onto the clerical desk that is in between the two of you, and then it reforms into this gelatinous shape. That's what you're talking about, right?
I imagine it's quite familiar.
Yeah, it's very much the one that you had seen.
Yeah.
I heard rumor that you and yours were there at the palace that night.
Sure were.
Okay. And you're radiant, right?
Yeah.
I am as well.
No way. That's not true. Come on. All right. Cough him up.
Cough what up?
I don't know. You little guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And then you're not a Radiant.
I don't have a little guy.
Gal. Something else. Is he big?
He is big.
Okay. Not too big to be in the alcove.
It would be cramped.
What order are you from?
You first.
Guess.
I don't know them,
Really?
really. I know mine, and I know of Kaladin the Windrunner.
I am from the order of the Truth Watchers.
Well, that sounds promising. I am a stone warden.
It's about storming time. We need a little stability in this city.
It just sort of happened. They were attacking my devotary. I had to do something. And then I...
Wait. Oh.
Well, for the past while now, they're calling themselves the Revelers. But they came down and they keep on putting these storming murals on the side of my devotary. And then they were going to bash down the doors. They said they needed kindling and they needed wood, and the wall guard is doing exercises elsewhere. They say there's a great preparation. Patrols have lessened. I tried appealing to the Cobalt Guard. They haven't even responded. So they were bashing down my door, and so made it out of stone. And I don't know how. Or I didn't know how, but now yeah. I was wondering if there was more of us.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, I guess. I just want to protect my home. These books are all I know. I'm not Vorin. I'm not Light Eyes. I don't care about all of that. But knowledge matters, and it needs to be protected. And that horrifying woman, Aesedan, is burning books and turning scholars into drunks. And I don't know how, and I don't understand it. And my Ardents aren't here. I don't know anyone who can raise a sword. So whatever you need, you can have it. I just need to know that you're not gonna destroy it or get hurt or do any harm with it. If you need books on Unmade, I only have one. And it's more of a passage, really.
I don't know. Did you ever read what they took Nev and Brindle?
Brindle?
Yeah, that's definitely his name.
What's his last name?
It's like Blick, or like Glick, or like...
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't read Dawn Chant. I don't know anyone that does.
Oh. She does.
And I guess I'll see if Tila wants to say hi.
Yeah, Tila will definitely appear. Hi. And her face, Wilea's face just goes wide. What? What? Okay.
This is Tila.
Okay. Okay. Well, Tila, it's nice to meet you. Tila looks up. Yeah, it's. I guess it's nice to meet you. One radiant to another, I suppose. I read Dawn Chant. I do. And Walea looks like she could cry. She's like, I have so many books that are written in Dawn Chant that we can't do anything with. I don't suppose you have any time. Tila just shakes her head. Like, I don't think yet. I don't think we have time right now.
When this is done, I'm sure we could take some time to decipher it, disseminate it.
I suppose that means I gotta keep this place safe. And until then,
Yeah, you sure do.
Yeah. In one moment.
What's his name? What's Fira's captain's name? Tirael.
Tirael, yeah.
If I could maybe convince Tirael to send some people here to help you watch the books, would that be okay?
Tirael?
Yeah.
What do you know about Tirael?
I know he likes books. A lot.
I know that. How well do you know Tirael?
I followed him for a few days, so pretty good. Not perfectly, and I mean, I had a nice chat with him, so pretty good with people for the most part.
Captain Tirael used to be my husband.
Whoa. Okay, Oh no, what? Tira's your... Is she... Are you a...
Tira was my daughter, yes. Is my
Oh,
daughter.
come on, is, not was. That's sad.
Tira is out of my life for now. But yes, she is my daughter.
So he is either going to definitely send people here or definitely not going to send people here. I am not sure which.
We're on good terms. If Tyrael needs anything, I can accommodate. I'd rather... I am so sure that High Captain Tyrael of the Kholinar Blue Sporting Wall Guard of Alethkar itself has given you all of the reasons to believe that he is nothing but the consummate soldier and an honorable man, and that he is all about the love of his country and the protection of the common man. I am sure that those are things that he has convinced you of, and he does extol. But the things that you do need to understand about Captain Tyrael is that he's a heretic.
So are you.
When our faith broke and we decided to explore the world, and that there would be a greater time for us, and that we would go to Shinovar and the Reshi Isles and the Pure Lake and see things that are outside of this oppression. He couldn't put down the sword, and he couldn't put down the blue. So, I would be careful with Captain Tyrael. He's capable of some serious duplicity.
Yeah. I hear you. Thank you.
It's old history now.
I'm gonna choose to trust him. The same way I chose to trust you.
Well, I'm trustworthy, and he's something else. Regardless, what did you want him to do again?
I was just wondering if it was okay if I sent some of the wall guard here. Because things are about to get worse, and if people are trying to shove down your doors, it might be good to have a couple more people with their own pointy sticks.
If someone is going to have a conversation with Captain Tyrael about assisting me, it should be me. So I'll go and speak with him. And I'll tell him that Berdalar sent me. Berdalar Juror.
That cannot possibly go wrong.
It's going to go horribly.
He's going to beat me up, probably.
If things don't go my way, and he is not pleasant, he's not going to have a bone left in his body that is solid enough to actually raise a hand to you.
Yeah, no, that's really true. I really thought, to be honest, can I say, I really thought he was going to be our Stoneward. I really did.
If he was going to be a Radiant, that would mean he would have to promise something and mean it.
Ooh. Damn. Damnation, that was... Hold! Wow! Okay. Wow. Stormswiller, you are... great. I am so glad to have you with us. Can I say that?
Who said I was with you?
I mean...
For now, I'm tolerating you inside of my library. And I'm going to trust you on the fact that you are a Radiant. There are certain truths about us. But I don't trust you. And I'm not with you. because you need to earn those things.
I mean, you're kind of with me. Like a little bit.
If you go around telling people that you have made allies with Walea, or you decide to come here with any idea that you can simply waltz in and start taking books, if you think you have a single privilege within the walls of this devotery, you are sorely mistaken. You can ask. There can be an understanding. But I am not with you.
I'll see what I can do about earning your trust. Can I please see a spren?
Yes. If he would like... Alright, well, something that you should know is that it is a peak spren. And stone wards don't... They are private creatures, usually. Uaklam. And walking underneath the door, although likely unnecessary, is a ceiling scraping height, 13-foot tall, glowing, veined, mountainous stone peak spren. This is Uaklam.
Hey, Nako. Wow, you are a big one.
You hear this rumbling voice come out. It's almost... It starts low and ends more reverberant. Why have you come?
Well, I'm currently working on saving this city, and, well, my path led me here. I needed some information, and I thought, who's got the most of it? Probably you're bonded, so. It's nice to meet you, Uaklom.
He stares for a solid 30 seconds. This uncomfortable, pregnant silence. You are full of lies.
Okay, I feel like people are saying about me all the time, and I am not good at it.
Walea looks at you. A truth watcher, hey?
I don't even know what he's talking about. Uaklom, actually, what are you talking about? I haven't even lied. I kind of told the whole truth, except for Brindle Vlicky.
You look...
That's not his real name, but it's not my place to share his real name. I'm sorry.
When you came in, why?
I'm going to be honest. I did not expect Walea to be so amenable to me looking into heretical knowledge. But it turns out we're both heretics, so that's good news.
I sniffed you out, and I ensured that you're not some sort of zealot trying to burn down my devotery. That's all. Let's get you your book, and let's work on this, getting you to be a trusted individual thing.
I cannot wait until we are friends. I think we're going to be great friends. In time.
You're an associate of Tirael. You've already taken a few steps backward. But we'll see.
I'll take it.
Uklam sort of tumbles into a pile of glowing volcanic stone on the ground and then disappears to nothing. And Walea says, follow me, and takes you to the the fourth floor, where all of the more secret tomes are kept. And you're not sure the layout of this exact place, but even at a glance, you understand that there's some negative space in this place, and you're not sure why. And then a short time later, you come to just a wall that's very flush, and then Walea puts her hand on it, and it just separates at the touch to about the width of a man. And inside, you see sort of hand-shaped stacks that are filled with, very likely, the most important books of this place. She goes and she retrieves a thin, hand-bound book. And she passes it off to you. She says, that is the personal diary of one of the individuals who served under the Sunmaker. And they speak about something that lives inside of mirrors. And it fits the bill of unmade. It spoke. It had discussions. It's been alive forever. And I think it's the best thing I've got.
Okay. Thank you. Would you prefer I take it, or do you want me to transcribe it and take a copy?
I think you should just take it.
Okay.
I don't think there's...
Bear puts it in like a case. Like he's got like a leather bound, wax case. And...
Yeah, for sure. A little something that's like oiled and waxed and mostly resistant to water. I don't really think there's a reason at this point to hold on to a lot of these things if they can actually be used. No one's going to be reading them. No one's going to be copying them. I've got a skeleton crew here, and it's mostly just staff that are too stupid to go home. So.
And what does that say about you, right?
I'm a storming radiant.
Yeah, you are.
I have the right to stay. I don't know about everyone else. But regardless, do good with that.
I will do my best. If you need anything, you can find me in Little Herdaz. Just ask. Everyone knows where I live.
Okay.
Journey before destination.
Yeah, life before death, strength before weakness, all those, and the other 2 sets of words.
Yeah, the other 2 sets.
She like eyeballs you. How many sets of words have you spoken?
Like a lot.
She like looks over her shoulder. Okalam says you're lying.
I am. I've said a lot of words, but as far as those words, just the next one.
2.
Yeah. I'm still looking for the right words.
You know what helped me?
What?
I made friends with my spren. Real friends. Sit down, have drinks, enjoy the night, friends. Because they were all I had.
I mean, we're more like partners, you know?
Don't be.
Okay.
And then Walea sort of like walks you to the devotary front, and then quietly ushers you out the door to ensure that you aren't like accosted. She seems worried that you would be upon leaving.
Yeah, Bear, with this information that he has on him, is going to move at top speed, but the least noticeable he can to get home.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. I feel like there is a good enough spot to zoom out from Bear. Fira. You have been incredibly busy. You have taken to mostly daily regimens with your group. And I think that you have a little bit of downtime between those things to attend to some stuff that's been eating and scratching at your brain. Some questions that you need answered. You've all but you need to regroup with with your other Radiance and such. But there's, if I'm not mistaken, been something that has been very, very much clawing at you. So, with that in mind, with Frame planted directly on the back of your ear and you wearing apparently a new outfit, where are you going and what are you wearing?
Yeah, so I'll start with what she's wearing. She got commissioned by a tailor, a new uniform. She's adopted black as its dominant color, very much like the wall guard has started to wear, Tyrael's new wall guard. But instead of the military coat, her uniform now is like a more layered wrap style silhouette, with lawn black outer coat, pleated overskirt over pants. She's got a black sash that's embroidered with a curling white smoke motif, and a yellow Eye of Ishi flower. And then she's got that same smoke motif over a chest strap and sleeves, embroidered on the sleeves of the coat. She's wearing dark leather armor underneath it, which she hasn't worn armor before, but she's now gearing up for what's to come. And inside the lining of this new uniform, it's got this like deep red, ember red lining, so that flashes when she moves. She's still wearing the scarf that Berdalar gave her and the red and white flowers in her hair, but she's also not wearing her safe hand glove anymore, and her left hand is uncovered with the burn scar fully visible.
Okay.
And she is off to, is it Honors Hold? Is that
Honors
the
Hold
name?
is the name of the bar, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So Honors Hold is in the same state that it was in before. That sort of, two-story drinking establishment that doubles a little bit as like a meeting place or a guild hall, with, the basement as well as the second floor. And I mean, it's open for business. There's no real obstacle to you getting inside. You simply head in, and you see there's probably about like half a dozen patrons at this point. You go during, I mean, Fear is a morning person, so do you head in like during like, earlier hours?
Yeah, I think she would want to head in when she assumes that it won't have that many guests, when it would just be Clem around.
Yeah, that's like that'd be early, for sure. Things
Yeah.
kick off sort of at night, and then until people are shutting it down. So, yeah, there's like half a dozen patrons in here when the establishment can easily hold like 40 to 50. There's just a couple of people at various tables that are like playing games of chance and shooting the breeze and killing time. Clem is behind the bar, and Balf, his rugged companion, is busy. You see just behind the bar the sort of silhouette of him cooking in the back. You smell some sort of spicy dish being whipped up by the large man, and you see Clem, whose eyes go a little bit wider when he sees you.
Yeah. She's going to enter. She's going to walk right up to Clem and say, "Hi, I don't know if you remember me or not, but I was wondering if I could have a few moments of your time to speak with you."
I've got all the time in the world for the Dawn Flame. Where would you like to sit?
Do you have any places that might be away from anyone who could overhear our conversation?
We can go speak in my office. Yeah, we can do that. Balf. You hear him from the back. Yeah. Sit in for me. I'll be about, and then he looks at you. Sort of a praising gaze. I'll be about 20 minutes. And then he steps off to go head up the stairs. And he's like, follow me.
Mm-hmm. Just going to follow.
You head upstairs.
She wasn't expecting it to be that easy.
You walk up through the doors. It's a very simple little office. There's some money counting materials on the top desk. There's a set of like little tools for making like little crafts and things like that. It's mostly Spartan though. And Clem sits behind the desk and offers you a chair and says, "So, what did he do?"
I came here for two reasons. I came here with both an ask and some information. But first, thank you for being willing to speak with me. After the way that you treated me last time I was here, I wasn't expecting you to be open to this conversation.
If you are all going to shadow my door, and this is going to be an ongoing thing, and I am going to have Baer Larger back in my life in any sort of demonstrable way, we might as well get to the bottom of things. So, what did he do?
He didn't do anything. Are you open to him being back in your life?
No. But it has never mattered to me, it's never mattered to him what my boundaries are. So,
Yeah. Listen, I don't know what happened between you two. Not at all. And I don't know your history. I just know that he's carrying a lot of shame and it's shaped like you. And
good.
I want to understand, but I also I'm not asking for you to forgive him or make him feel better. I'm just asking if there's anything left to repair.
Who is Bertalarger to you?
He's someone I care about a lot. And that's probably foolish.
Why isn't he here?
He's not the one who knows I'm here or sent me here.
So we're in it again, where there are people that are twisting in the wind over the actions of a man that can only think about one singular thing in life, and that is revenge. And the all-consuming, nebulous, cosmic truth of things. So now you're here on his behalf without him knowing, because you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that he has the world's most porous boundaries. And so, do you think he would be upset that you were here talking to me?
I don't know. Honestly.
Franiel, what are you doing here?
Well, that's one of the two things that I wanted to talk to you about.
Bertalarger and I had a very harsh falling out some time ago about the moral structures of one another. I joined one faction, he joined another. It turns out that those were diametrically opposed. He took it more harshly than I, and we both sort of spiraled about at the end.
And is the spiral permanently going in different directions, or is there some hope for them to come back around together?
I mean this with... No, I don't. I mean this with the most disrespect. You're not going to fix him. And you're not going to fix us. Who are you to me? Who are you to him? Are you sleeping with him? Are you lovers? Do you have feelings for him?
No.
How far along is it? Because I can probably give you a timeline on exactly when things are going to change and be horrible and he's going to run away and make things messy.
I don't think I know him to be anything other than messy.
So you're a willing participant of the complications that Bertalarger brings to everyone around him.
I think he's a good person.
I think he has good intentions.
But I saw something in you too.
What did you see in
I
me?
saw grief and heartbreak. And if this is so far beyond saving or beyond any sort of reconciliation or next steps or even a slightly open door, then I don't understand how your grief and heartbreak has survived so long unless something mattered between you two.
Oh, no, it matters. It matters deeply. He just isn't going to change. Nothing's going to change. He hasn't... Bertalarger has become one of the most powerful individuals in all of Kholinar. He has the ability to change his appearance at a whim, and he can heal the sick. And the only thing that he's done with those powers is exactly what I thought he was going to do, which is relentlessly hunt down the people that killed his dad. His dad can rot in
And
damnation.
helps protect.
I don't care.
And helps protect the city.
Did he? What was the reason?
We all did.
What was the reason? Was it altruistic? Was he making some grand statement? Or was it simply using all of you as another vehicle to get his revenge? What happened once Rave died? Or, sorry, once Rave escaped? What happened? What did he immediately go do? Did he fall apart? Did he fall apart, run away, and start relentlessly hunting again? Let me ask you this, actually. Last time that you saw him, has he been sleeping?
No.
Has he been eating?
Some.
Has he been hurting people?
I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him in a bit.
Ask him. You go
He
ahead.
hasn't been around.
He hasn't been around. Oh, that makes sense too. Right. Well, welcome to the club.
So that's your answer then? There's no even willingness?
Brightness. Or sorry, Milady. He has to change. It's that simple. None of the behaviors that caused us to grow apart have change at all. There has been no growth.
But you haven't watched him or been around to see any of his growth.
I've been a lot closer than you think. I likely know more than you think. I think that you have a hard conversation ahead of you when it comes to him. But maybe you don't. Maybe it's not as hard as I think, and maybe you're different. Because it probably feels pretty good to walk in dragging the hardships of someone else's life through the door like mud on the boot and act like you care and that you want healing and structure for this man that you suddenly glommed upon freshly after boiling a man alive in oil in the street. So, Dawnflame, what are you doing here?
See, we're not getting anywhere with my first point, but there is another reason why I came. I want to know if your goals and our goals align at all. Not perfectly, just are they touching?
What are your goals?
Kholinar surviving. The effects of what Rave and the Sons of Honor were doing, not hollowing the city from the inside out. Protecting the people. If any of that part matters to you or the people that you work with, I'm wondering if there's any room for collaboration.
Our goals don't align at all. But collaboration is not impossible.
So you and yours will let the city fall.
We have a bigger picture to worry about.
But in the meantime, it's okay that all these people suffer because you're seeking that bigger picture.
It is easy to stand on the moral high ground when you have grown up inside of a society that extols honor in the death of hundreds and thousands, as long as it was a good death. There is a sliver of kinship between us. We both worry about death as a statistic instead of something to be faced and understood. I know who you are. It's all public record. And I know how many men you've sent to death.
You know who I've been.
Well, then I guess I know who you've been. And I'm not particularly concerned about who you're becoming. It is a numbers game to me. And to us. And frankly, it is for the protection of more than simply the people of Kholinar that we work towards. So,
You said collaboration could potentially be possible. Then what avenue?
I have no offers for you. I don't have jobs for you. And I don't have things that I'm going to give you.
I'm
If you
looking for
need
jobs.
something, if you think that I can provide something, you can come to the table with an offer and we can talk about it.
I'm looking for information.
On?
And I have some information that we found
Right?
on what's going on in the city and what will likely spread to other cities if it hasn't already.
What do you need to know?
I'm very hostile with this conversation. I'm looking for more information on what is happening with the Spren and the ultimate motives of the Sons of Honor.
The ultimate motives of the Sons of Honor are the ultimate motives of Odium. Of the one who will be putting hell, damnation to the walls of Kholinar. That's the motives of the Sons of Honor. And as far as I know, they don't exist within the city anymore. But as far as the Spren go, how much are you willing to pay for that information?
What are we paying in?
Services rendered. I think it's the only thing you can offer me.
What it takes?
I think that if you really want that information, and it actually means enough to you that you will do what it takes, I think you're going to need to prove specifically that you are exactly what the people say that you are. I need a man dead. Will you kill for me?
What did he do?
Irrelevant.
It's not.
It's for the greater good.
Your greater good.
Yes.
And I'm supposed to trust that? I don't.
I don't need you to.
I won't without a reason.
The reason is that the reason why the Spren are changing and turning into what they are has a very terrifying truth behind it. And in the hands of someone who actually has Kholinar's best interest in their heart of hearts, you may save dozens of lives, hundreds of lives, thousands of lives. You might be able to stop it from happening. Not to mention the lives of all the Spren. They're spirits, after all. And their torment can be greater than ours. It's spiritual. It's deep. So, would you sacrifice one for the many?
Depends on what this man did.
And that's the problem. We give information where it's needed. And you don't need this information.
I will go back to finding it out myself. I've gotten pretty far already.
Well, I wish you luck. With your new strange attachment to the emotional black hole that is Berdalar Juror. And finding out exactly what is going on with the Spren. You're missing a few key tools to finding out, but you're resourceful, right?
Resourceful, and at least I have still have some connection to my emotions and my humanity. I was really hoping this would go better one way, shape, or form.
I bet.
Maybe it's for the best that you all don't repair your relationship. You call him a black hole, but I see that in you.
I'm very glad that you feel like you can make that kind of assessment after meeting me for 20 minutes. That makes a lot of sense. This
Twice.
feels so very much like it's for you and not for us.
It was never for you. It was for Berdalar and for Kholinar, which both you've already expressed you don't care about. You've made that very clear.
He sort of like bristles at that. I never said I didn't care about Berdalar.
You're just as stubborn and just as single-minded as you claim him to be. But I'm wasting my time.
There's something that I hope you see when it comes to him. Because truly, I don't want you to hurt. And I don't want him to hurt. But there's one intrinsic difference between Berdalar and I. He wants one man dead. And I want all men to live. That is our difference.
Contradicts what you've said earlier about sacrificing the few for the greater good. But
I really wish I could tell you more. I really do.
What's keeping you? Some boss you have to report to? Someone that holds your chain?
Is this what we're doing now? You subscribe to a higher power. There will always be someone who knows more, who can give guidance. There's no shame in having a superior that understands the bigger picture and can help you preserve it. You served in the military. You understand that sometimes the few do need to die to save so many more. It's the nature of war. It's the nature of conflict. I'm not chained, Feraniel. I am educated. I really wish I could tell you, because I do think you are better than this. But this moral high road that you have about me and about Berdalar is the wrong way to go. Please be careful with him and with yourself and where you're going.
I think that's going to give her pause. And she's going to think to herself for a second. Is there anything then with that statement that you would say if you wanted to help keep someone alive but didn't want to admit that you were helping?
I really can't say anymore. And I'm sorry. You walked into a white spine den. And I know that's not your fault. But this still hurts. And I'm still angry. And I'm not perfect. But I do believe in what I'm doing. And I believe in the people that I work with. And there is a shred of me that does believe in Bear. But there is a very, very large part that believes he is going to hurt so many more people. And then he's going to
Help
die.
him.
I tried.
Then help him.
He can't walk with me. He won't walk with me because it means walking away from his obsession. If we are ever going to be even remotely what we were, if we are ever going to enjoy the company of one another ever again, he needs to let go of his pain. And he won't. If you truly believe that you can be this miracle of a human that can help him heal, you're going to have to do it without me, because I'm not going to hurt myself again by trying. I don't owe him anything anymore, and he doesn't owe me anything. It's just hurt. And I guess that's okay.
I know what it looks like to build your life and your actions around not touching the thing that hurt you. And it's just another form of control. But it doesn't lead to healing. I think you're just going to be stuck in that, both of you. But your answer about him dropping it, him letting go, that's more than you've given me so far in this conversation. So that's a smidgen of an opening, and that's all I was asking for. So thank you.
I hope you use this as a warning.
Warning for?
He's gonna hurt you.
I've been hurt before. Wouldn't be the first time.
We are far more alike than I'm sure you'd like to admit.
Just thinking that maybe in another world we'd be friends.
We can still be friends. That is not the problem here, and I think you know that. I think the problem here is that you have some uncompromising morals, and I have some staunch beliefs. And so, we sit at a bit of a crux. All I can say with the utmost certainty is that if you trust me and you decide to give me faith and do what I ask, then I can reveal to you great things. There will be work to be done, and you can do something amazing. More amazing than you've ever imagined in your life. And if you don't want those things, and you can't trust, and you can't have faith, then I find that a little bit hypocritical.
Yeah. You know, I think as much as that sounds wonderful, I think I'm done giving my blind faith to people in positions of authority.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind. You have the promise of the grander more, and to do greatness in the world, and to help the entire Cosmere, and that required blind faith, and thus you said no. But when it comes to pretty depressed, horrifyingly broken Bertalarjur, you have all the faith in the world and will follow that man into damnation. I will remember that. And I wish you well. I think it's time that you leave.
Yep. She will nod. On her way out, though, she's just going to say there's a difference between blind faith and faith in those that you know. So, until our paths cross again. Hopefully it's not too soon. She's going to walk out.
I feel like that's a good place to zoom out from Fira. Folks, that is where we're going to take our human break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We will, we'll be quick 10. Tell your mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, local retail clerk, your Uber driver, tip your waitress, tell your dog we love them. We'll see you super soon. Everyone, I hope you told your dog that we love them. First and foremost, that is actually the most important thing that you can possibly do when watching another World Tabletop streams, is make sure that your dog knows that we love them. Excuse me. I had to sneeze. So we're gonna jump right back into the action. Actually, just one more time, because we're past the break, we won an award. We won a goddamn award. And I just want to keep celebrating that. That's so cool. I've never in my life been an award-winning anything. I was good at shot put. as a child. That's the last time I won an award. So we're a part of the. You're watching the award-winning actual play, The Last Ideal. So like I just want to put it out there. I just want to put it out there. So that being said, we are going to zoom in on Alstrom. Alstrom, where are you?
I think I'm putting the finishing touches on the hot tub
On the hot tub.
for Verdana? No.
Vertana. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You got that. Okay. So you're just putting the finishing touches on the hot tub. You've created a system where water will circulate. That's using conventional artifice. And you've created the mechanism by which it will create heat. A little heat fabrial that can be turned on and off with the turn of a knob, or you can adjust the heat, etc., etc., etc. And you've even managed to create a small set of devices through trapping a wind spren that will generate a series of bubbles throughout the hot tub. You have created Roshar's very first and only jet tub. So, that being said, Verdana is infinitely appreciative, is absolutely in love with the fact that you've done this for her. She's so happy. She's so beside herself. And can I please, from you, get a perception?
Yeah. Eight.
With an 8, I feel like you start. It's in the ripple of water inside of the jacuzzi. It is in the windows leaving the spark flicker. It is in the puddles that are slowly drying after the riddance. But you don't really have the prescience to notice exactly what's going on, but you keep feeling like someone is following or watching you. And eventually, you return to one of your laboratories.
Return to the one at the sheath.
You go back to the one of the sheath? Okay. It is in the mirror polished steel of where you shave, the place where you keep the fine lines on your white beard, that you're washing up from working at Verdana's and taking care of yourself, that you look up and you see that the reflection is not your own. You see a completely ebon black-skinned woman with rippling pearlescent skin-clinging garments, roiling black hair, and glowing violet eyes staring back at you. It's been a long time, Maelstrom.
What do you mean a long time?
Since the last time that you rebuffed me. He's had a lot to say about you. And in just above her hand is the swirling form of wave, glowing a deep, vibrant lavender color.
Wait, that was real? What did you do?
It was very real. What did I do? No, it's what I've done. But it hardly concerns you yet. I had an offer for you back then. And it still stands. You're creating wonderful things. Amazing things. You're on the cutting edge of artifice and the creation of fabrials. I almost feel like you could, well, you could trap or free anything out of a gemstone, given enough time.
Given enough time, I can make wonders.
I agree. I think you're brilliant. I think you're a once-in-a-lifetime talent. I think you are one of the greatest geniuses that Roshar has. And I've seen a few.
What is it you want?
Well, I want you to create. That is what I want. I would just like to give you a bit of guidance. That's all.
What is the price of this guidance?
You will need to create something very specific. And for me.
What do I have to do for you to leave me alone?
Well, that would probably be the biggest problem. I'm not leaving you alone. We're connected. As much as I'm connected to Roshar, you have made the beautiful mistake of trapping, using, and abusing Spren. So, I don't see myself stopping you. But I want you to do something for me.
What's in it for me?
That is always a brilliant first step to negotiation. I will, in return for a singular piece of artifice, I will give you the ability to trap a god.
Why would I want to do that?
Because one of them is living in the palace just north of your home, and you have no way of stopping it. And it will kill you and your friends and your sister and those cute little children. And it does not care. It only wants to hurt. It only wants to corrupt. And it only wants to defile. So what I would love to do is give you the power to cage it like any other thing that you have put inside of a gem.
Like you?
Not like me.
Why would you give me this power? What's in it for you?
And thus we take our second step into the rivers of negotiation. What I would need from you is something very simple. I will provide for you a source of energy. It is a little hard to wield, but when placed inside of the right piece of artifice, inside of the right construction, inside of, you could even call it a fabrial, it could change the world. So I need you to make me a tool. That is what I need.
What do you mean when you say change the world?
I mean that the application of the right amount of force to the right area at the right time can change the very course of all futures. I can promise you one thing. You would be here to see it happen.
If I say no, you're just gonna go to somebody else?
If you say no, then I am going to go to your sister. Oh, well, I'm sorry. If you say no, I'm going back to your sister.
What do you mean back? You've been speaking to Alshir?
Where do you think she got the idea for that sweet little grappling hook? Just in time for the heavenly ones to be marching on your walls. The only difference between you and her is that she's already said yes. But you and I both know that you're more brilliant than her. She's too kind. She's too honest. And I think the problem really lies. And then She looks at wave spinning atop her hand. I think we both know that when it all comes right down to it, that she won't be able to hide the truth the way that you do.
You can't. She has such a bad poker face. Okay. I'll do it so she doesn't have to. I'll do it so someone else doesn't.
Well, how fortuitous. All right. I will have some people make the deliveries to one of your laboratories, which you have so conveniently set up piecemeal throughout the city. No one will need to know exactly where you're operating at any given time. Keep this secret. Do your work. Create this tool for me. And I promise you that I will give you exactly what you need to save everyone.
Fine.
Fine. Nev.
Yeah.
Can I get a perception?
Oh no. Okay. This was so sudden. This was such a sudden change. Okay. That's really good. What's my total though? So sorry. Perception 24 with a nat 20, so I have an opportunity.
24 with a nat 20. Okay.
Yeah.
You've heard Alstrom talking to himself. You're in the sheath. It would make sense that you're present, that you understand what's going on. That he comes down here and he sort of, he operates out of the sheath in a certain capacity, and yeah. So you hear him speaking to himself. Fine, I'll do it. What's in it for me? What do I have to... It sounds like strange rambling. With a natural 20, you catch most of what's being said by Alstrom. I'll do it so she doesn't have to, but you don't glean. What you don't glean is any secondary voice. He could just be speaking to Wave. You can make up whatever rationale that you want, but Alstrom is fully arguing with himself or debating with himself within this little shack that he's built within the sheath.
Okay. Yeah, all right. What time of day is it? Is it the middle of the day?
I could say that it would probably be, I would say it's probably, Alstrom had been working on the hot tub very likely most of the morning, like the jacuzzi, like most of the morning, so it would make sense that it would be like early afternoon.
Okay. Was that an invitation for me to enter the scene?
Yes, yes, it was.
Above
yeah,
table?
100%.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Nev,
100%.
Nev is gonna... Okay, cool. Nev walks up and to where the quarters are and kind of, after a little bit, knocks on the door.
The knock scares the prem out of Alstrom as he tries to splash water in the water basin to and make it not look like he's doing whatever he's doing.
I think I think Nev would just like you react in that way, and make like noise. Alstrom?
Oh, what? Sorry, you scared me. I wasn't expecting anybody. What's up?
I heard you talking and just wanted to check on you. Are you okay?
Yeah, Wave and I were just talking about aluminum stuff, some testing.
Oh, so like artifabrian stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna insight him.
Yeah.
And Nev has gotten better at insight, so we'll see.
Should I roll deception?
That is a deception.
14.
Oh, 11.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. Then
Spicy.
I will. That is very spicy.
Mhm.
Alstrom, how much does Nev glean about the fact that you are lying? With a 14, I would say you should at least give enough information to say that they definitely know that that is not simply what you were doing in here, but I'll leave it up to you exactly how
Yeah,
much to reveal.
Yeah, he's nervous about something, and you can see he's visibly like having a tick and like checking out the mirror or like the hand mirror that's like nearby, and like trying to find where Wave is, but trying to be nonchalant about it.
If you're busy, we can always. Clearly, you've got something going on right now. I can come back later. You seem very. You seem more fidgety than usual, Alstrom. And makes you look suspicious.
Have you ever seen? No, never mind.
I mean, are you sure? I've seen a lot of things. Maybe
Okay,
not as
fine. Have
many
you
as-
ever seen like a Spren in a mirror?
in a mirror? No. Can't say I have. Like, what kind of Spren? I don't really look in mirrors too often. You mean like a mirror Spren? Is it silver and shiny?
Kind of. It was like it was kind of like human shaped. It had like it
A
was
human-shaped Spren? So like like one of ours?
maybe, but it was
Oh.
just like tricking me to do stuff. You know how like when Spren will play little jokes and tricks. I think it was just messing with me.
Wind Spren play tricks because that is the human perception of wind. It's playful, it moves things.
Yeah, mirrors are pretty funny. So
I've never had a mirror try to tell me to do things. That seems really ominous. Maybe you should, like, break the mirror and get rid of it.
I'll be fine.
You know, if you cover up all the mirrors, maybe no more mirror Spren. Also, if there's any weird Spren in the hideout, I need to know about it.
Yeah, that's why I told you.
Okay, well, if it happens again, she kind of squints at you a little bit. Like she's clearly suspicious of how you are acting, but isn't trying to point fingers at you.
Like takes the little hand mirror and just it's like lying against the wall, like I don't know, but pushes it so it's facing down.
Well, all right then.
What's
I actually almost forgot the reason why I came in here, but now seems like a bad time. Maybe I'll come back and visit another time.
Yeah, it's been making that. I made like a hot tub of water for Verdana, and it's like it took so long. This is like the hardest thing I've ever done. But those kids did a good job, so they helped a lot.
Actually, none of the kids are around here. Is Alshir here?
Alshir is missing. Not missing, but like is not present.
Oh, okay. Because the scene I had for Alstrom also included Alshir, so I guess we can move on to the other thing you had queued up for me.
It's either that or go find Alshir. Alshir just simply isn't in the sheath. Alshir is at one of the laboratories or is at a bar. Just isn't in the sheath, and for an Alstrom related reason. We can move on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So we will zoom. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. We'll backpedal. Actually, that's definitely on me. It was related to the Alstrom. There was a bit of a miscommunication. We'll say we'll see. We'll say Alshir is in the sheath. That is actually a flub on my end, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can have her just like arrive back.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, like
we can just work
Alshir
on
is
that.
present. Yeah, for sure. I'm so sorry. I got a
I
mixed.
was like, I'm so confused. What am I supposed to do with this?
Oh my
Okay,
gosh! Yeah, no.
okay.
Alshir is Alshir is present. That's a flub from me having Alstrom scene play out the way that it did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she went shopping. She went to the store to get cigarettes and just got back.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay. So when she comes back in, actually, I have some errands to run, but if you guys have a minute, I look between Alstrom and Alshir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alshir nods. Yeah, of course. What do you need?
Totally unrelated to before I look at Alstrom. I kind of look over my shoulder. The kids are out, like, doing whatever they're doing. They're not here. She looks a little sheepish. I noticed that you and Alshir seem to be having a really, like a really positive effect on the kids. And well, first of all, thank you. It's been nice to see. They don't all act like that all of the time. It seems pretty unique to, Van and Talav and Karav, and I was wondering if I could ask your advice on, I don't know, being more family-like?
How to raise kids that do not want to be raised? Is that what you're asking?
I mean, yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard. Van is a lot, and Talav is way too smart for her own good. Grov's a good kid.
You gotta let them come to you and meet them on their level.
Meet them on their level. Okay.
I think a lot of it has to do with just the environment that they lived into. I mean, and she's trying to be as like gentle as she possibly can. They grew up rough.
We all did. But
Yeah.
yes,
It's
I have tried, but I am not. I'm sure it's abundantly obvious that I am not somebody who comes from a family. So, this is all foreign to me. I try to protect them and teach them to do right, but I'm not even that good of a. I wasn't even a good kid. So, not that they're not good, they're all good. It's just, I don't know. I want to be able to support them, and I can't right now.
I would say just because they're not listening when you're talking to them doesn't mean they're not listening when you are talking to others. So just being a good example for them will go far. And being genuinely interested in them and the things they like, and letting them learn on their own terms.
good food goes a long way.
Yeah, it does.
Good food goes a long way.
It really does. It really, really does. And you're looking for advice. And I have to say, I don't think helping kids is ever an easy thing, but you have what? Almost 24 kids down here?
Close to it.
How
There's
how would you have
20
ever
of them.
how would you have ever expected to be everything that they all needed? You can't be protector, provider, warden, and mother, father. You couldn't be everything. It takes a whole village. And those kids love you.
I know. I love them too.
And but you've done such a good job so far.
Agreed. Very much agreed. Those are good kids.
I mean, they're bad, but they're good.
Yeah, I was about to. I mean, Talav and Krav are really good kids.
Considering where all of us started,
Yeah.
League's better than they were.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just me, but it might as well have been this whole time. Cutter only provided food and beatings, and that was pretty much it.
We can tell by the way they talk about you.
That's how I know you're doing a good job. You should see their faces. It's like they light up, their eyes get a little bigger.
Nev, unexpectedly emotional at that. Oh. Well, that's good. I guess something I've been working on lately is figuring out how to. She pauses for a second. How to be She gestures to the two of you. Normal. More normal.
You can.
There is no normal.
Well, it's definitely not normal to be an assassin very early in life, so.
If you really think about it, even a bloodthirsty warmonger can have a decent family. We've all heard stories of Adolin Kholin. And
Yeah,
and even when you have no real guidance, you can turn out well. I don't think normal exists. I think that Vorinism and Yakaved, the High Princes, and King Teravangian have all hammered into us a sense of what family and normalcy is supposed to look like. And sometimes that looks like two people in love spending waking hours worrying about their kids and putting them into school, marrying them off, and safe hand coverings, and knowing what color of wine to serve at what event.
Nev makes a face.
And sometimes a family looks like an underground township filled with the most brilliant, tough, kind, and full of potential people on the surface of Roshar. I think you're doing an amazing job. And if you're asking what exactly it's going to take to be like me and my incredibly neurotic brother, it's just time. And it's kindness. It's a warm meal. And maybe next time you think about running across rooftops and dashing down a dark alley and pilfering spheres out of the pocket of someone. Maybe one night in between high storms, you can spend a night with the kids instead. And I mean really spend a night. Sing songs, write a story, ask what they want to do with their lives. Teach them something that isn't just survival. And have fun. Do something fun.
Fun.
I heard you like to dance.
Sometimes Who'd you hear that from?
The kids.
Oh, right, the dance lesson thing. Yes. It is good exercise.
Alshir makes a face at that.
Listen, I told you. I'm not good at doing what most people do. Normal, not normal, whatever you want to call it.
Then do it badly.
I guess I'll have to.
Would you rather regret that you did or regret that you didn't?
I would rather regret that I did, and I know I won't.
Do you want us to be there? For the first couple of times that you're hanging out with the kids. I mean, like, it doesn't have to
You
be.
live here. You live here. You can hang out too. Everybody can come. I don't mind.
Let's maybe have a big. Maybe we have a big gathering. We can make food and tell stories, and we can invite. We can invite Feraniel and have a good time.
Berdalar, of course.
Oh, and yes, and Berdalar is invited, of course.
She facepalms storming Berdalar. I have to go check on him.
Do you?
Oh wait, no. We established last episode that she checked with Alstrom.
Oh right, yes, yeah. I also
Never
forgot
mind.
about that. Yeah, but yeah, maybe tonight even get everyone together.
Sure. Yeah, I don't have
What better time than now?
anything. I don't have anything going on.
When's the last time you made the meal for them?
Nev's trying to think of the last time she made a meal for herself.
Oof.
It's been a while.
I know it always seems like a joke, but a little food goes a long way.
No, you're right. We used to dream about being able to do stuff like this. I should do it more often.
Alshir hands a bag of spheres to Navali.
What's this for?
It's like 75 marks.
This is a lot of money.
You have a lot of kids to feed. And they can't eat curry every day.
Nev is malfunctioning, but I like curry. Wait, can you really not have curry every day? Is that actually bad for you? Nev,
Mix in some
visibly
vegetables
concerned.
once in a while?
I think that
I give them vegetables. They just, sometimes they pick it out. I try.
you're doing your best. I think perhaps tonight you can grab some fresh seafood and we can build a fire and maybe we can do some charbroiled haspers and maybe some songlets and some fried kremling legs. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
And we can do something fresh.
Ooh, a little seafood boil? We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, it's actually been a while. It's Van's favorite.
Yeah. Do you think we can, do we still have the Thalen spices?
Oh my gosh, yeah, of course. I re-up on our spices. I go to the markets, Alstrom. I don't spend all of my time in the lab.
Nev
Do
gets a
you
little
remember
twinkle.
Mom's recipe?
Nev gets a little twinkle in her eyes that you've seen before when you talk about food. Did you say Thalen spices? I've never had those before.
They're hot.
Yeah, there's this old bay we go to, where some of the stuff grows really well.
Yeah, and there's this guy. Yeah, there's a little community in and around the Old Bay, and there's this old fisherman that does a salt blend. Old fisherman Lowry. He really does it best.
Oh my god, it's canon now.
Yeah. And then there's there's the old farmer out on the hill. He makes a good rub, old farmer Montreal steak spice.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
No.
Okay, all right. Spice companies of the world, please sponsor us.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, can we real quick, can Laurie sponsor us? Can we get a Laurie sponsorship? Damn. Old Hillshire Farm. That's so funny.
Hillshire Farm Rounders. Oh wait, no, that's Pepperidge Farm.
Yeah, Pepperidge Farm. Yeah. So Nev, you can. I think we can zoom out from Alstrom and Nev at this
Yes.
moment, and Nev can go out on their own.
I'm going out on my own.
Nev, you go
Yes.
shopping.
Oh no. Okay.
This was going to be teed up in a different way,
Uh-oh.
but I think this is more than good enough. You're standing in the market. It's about mid-afternoon at this point. We're getting closer to evening. And a man walks up beside you. He stands about 6.5 feet tall. He's wearing very nondescript apparel. You recognize it as somebody who would be wearing the same sort of apparel as... It's something that you would wear. And that paints all of the picture that you need. It's very nondescript.
Oh.
There's bulges in places that make perfect sense for hidden weaponry. There's little hidden bits. You see he must be a little sloppier than you because you see the very end of a lockpick sticking out of the top of his sock. And he sidles up beside you. You don't recognize anything except for you see just peeking out from his neck, the top of the symbol of the Phantom Dreyer.
Is he looking at me or is he...
He has sidled up beside you and seems to be just looking at nothing in particular. And then he speaks out into the air and not towards you. Well, I suppose this is a good enough place to meet as any. Are you open to a formal introduction?
Depends on who the introduction is to. And whether or not they are worth my time.
I think that I'm worth your time. I think that you're doing great things. And I think that the person that wants to meet is the other cell that has operated inside of Kholinar.
Cells aren't supposed to meet or intermingle. Why are you here?
I think you're as informed as the rest. The cells have dissolved. And now it's just us.
Works for me. I didn't storming like the Dreyer anyway.
I heard that you disliked a very specific member of the Dreyer more than most.
And where did you hear that from?
A mutual acquaintance.
Fair enough. When's the meet?
Well, I'd like to have it now.
Now?
Now. Because this doesn't need to be anything too terribly formal, but if we can go and hop up onto a rooftop, out of respect for you specifically, I do not wish to take up too much of your time, and this is more of an offer to you.
All right.
I will meet you. And then he gives you like an address of just a warehouse that is usually completely dead by this time of day.
Okay.
In the theater district. He's like, we can meet in your turf. Does that make sense? Does that work for you?
Fair enough. I don't need to tell you what will happen if you do waste my time.
I've grown rather fond of all of my extremities, and I would rather not tussle with Nev the Knife. I come in peace and with an offering, specifically for you and yours. I don't want any trouble, and I do hope that this is going to be fruitful for both of us. I admire you, so I hope that sort of assuages any doubts for the moment. And trust and believe, if you need to go and gather any people, this doesn't need to be a private meeting. I just wish to have it today. Time is sort of ticking for the good city around us, I'm sure that you can tell.
Fine, I'll meet you over there.
Well, don't feel the need to rush. Finish up your shopping. I would suggest the Haspers. They were caught fresh today.
Thanks.
And then he fades into a crowd in a very similar way that you would.
Dazale, did you catch that?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Did he have a spren?
No. No spren. At least none that I could see.
Of storming course. All right, fine. Let's finish this shopping. I hate shopping.
I love shopping.
Should have sent Valarin to do it.
You could have went shopping together.
Nav just glares. Glares at Jez. Actually, shut up now. she'll finish her. We can hand wave the
Oh my God,
shopping.
yeah,
Gets
of
all the
course.
things.
Yeah.
Heads to the agreed upon location.
I think I would like to make like the smallest note that although Nev hates shopping, I want to ask, do you feel that Navali is feeling particularly inspired this evening because of the talk, and that you do actually go and get very good ingredients and pay a lot of attention? And Navali might not be the best cook in the world, but today the effort is there.
Yes?
Then we are going to apply advantage when the meal is made.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Love a little advantage.
Absolutely. So we are going to we'll move ahead to the rooftop. It's one of the more disused warehouses that are in the theater district, housing, like textiles that come in the morning, get emptied in the afternoon, and then the warehouse usually lies mostly empty for the evening. And standing up on the rooftop is the same individual. You notice now that he's standing more in like plain sight. He's an Alethi man. His eyes are light. A very bright blue. He carries the normal, very sharp features of an Alethi man, an incredibly handsome face. He's got a very large scar running from like the top of his forehead all the way down his face towards his jaw. A rugged sort of beard, hair swept back into a ponytail, and wearing the leathers and regalia of one of the Phantom Dreyer, the officially unofficial regalia of the Phantom Dreyer, the dark leathers, the numerous knives, the climbing accoutrements, etc., etc. And he looks to you. Allow me to introduce myself.
Please do.
My name is Kosovan.
Kosovan?
Kosovan, yes. Of no surname in particular.
No, but your light eyes.
Unfortunately, yes.
All right. Kosovan the light-eyed. Excuse me, Bright Lord.
If you start calling me Bright Lord, then I'm going to call you Bright Lord, and then I feel like I'm going to be missing a finger. So let's not start that kind of precedent. I'm sorry that I'm light-eyed. Is that what you want to hear?
No.
I
don't really care.
I'd love to see the tally of which one of us has robbed more of them.
Here you go.
He says with the train in the background.
That's
All
why
right.
I muted, because I can hear it too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm starting to get a feeling that the Dreyer was never meant to meet for so sincerely only the benefit of the leaders of the cells. They got to pull all the money at the top. And that was it.
That makes sense.
Rave's gone now.
Gone. What do you mean gone?
Well, no one can get a hold of him. No one knows where he is. No one understands where he's gone. He's either gone to ground or left the city.
Well, if anybody sees him, they should put a knife between his ribs.
If I see Rave, the only thing that I am going to do is go and gather the entirety of my cell, and we are going to march on wherever he is, and we're going to peel every sphere he owes us out of him. He's the one that told me that you killed Cutter.
Yeah.
And there was talk that you had inherited his debt.
That's what they say.
That is...
I never agreed to that.
Of course you didn't. Shocking.
As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't exist.
I'm inclined to believe. So, you understand that Rave was the leader of the Dreyer, right?
What?
Yes. He had some connection to a higher power of some sort, and I'm not sure who he actually reported to. Someone held his leash. But yes, he manipulated the Dreyer. And he pitted us against his gangs.
Why? To increase crime in the city? What's the point?
Do you recall that there was a mysterious number of Sons of Honor suddenly in the city?
Yes.
Do you recall that they were operating in plain sight, and that all of the halls that they were weaseling their way into seemed to be bars and in places of destitution, and they operated out of those places with impunity?
Yes, I do have an understanding of that.
He tosses you a sheaf of paper that's rolled up with a little piece of string tying it together.
Oh. Yeah, I'll take it. And I'll look at it.
There's colored out areas of Dreyer Cell 1 territory. That was yours. You see the theater district. And then you see Dreyer Cell 2 territory, and that is a large swath of the temple district. And then you see Rave's gangs territory. And then interspersed inside of Rave's gangs territory, you see Sons of Honor hold, Sons of Honor hold, Sons of Honor hold, Sons of Honor hold, Sons of Honor hold.
So are you trying to imply that he was trying to play all sides of the board?
I'm trying to imply that he successfully played all sides of the board. Because now all of those Sons of Honor holds, every single one of them, now lie directly in the hands of the Cobalt Guard. They were raided nights ago.
It's the queen.
It's the queen, who happened to have had a lover,
Who was
rumored
supposedly Rave.
to be Rave.
Yeah, I already knew about that. So all of this. What are you trying to say exactly?
I have this map, and it is our territory. Grave knows exactly where the sheath was. And he knows exactly where my hideout is. And that means the Cobalt Guard knows. And the Cobalt Guard are under the thumb of Queen Aesudan.
Well, if they don't have storming radiant powers, they'll all die trying to get down there. Good.
If we publicly slay Cobalt Guard members, the people of Kholinar will turn against all of us, and we will have the Wall Guard storming down our door. So I have a proposition.
All right, let's hear it.
We need to grow bigger. And quickly. And become a problem that they can't contain.
We?
We. I want to join forces, Navali.
I'm not calling myself Dreyer anymore. I haven't been for a long time.
Oh, yeah, we're... He laughs. We've,
If you want to join the network, then you can join the network.
You've called yourself the network?
Yes.
That's nicer than ours.
What was yours?
We've been the ball breakers for a minute. We're mostly...
Nev actually laughs at that.
Well, you're all second-story burglars, and you're all very much... You have finesse, and you have cunning, and we're all big and dumb. And I think they designed it that way. So I want to work with you. And we can be the network. We don't care about a name. Truly.
I don't really care about a name. You think I chose Nev the Knife? Or the network? Or the Dreyer? Or any of it? No.
No, but Nev the Knife is respected throughout the city. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I've started to learn to lean into it a little bit, but I still think it's storming obnoxious.
Titles usually are. That's why I quit trying to be a Light Eyes.
Titles are for people like the Blackthorn, not me.
People with titles are like, well, that's a little vulgar.
She shakes her head. All right, then. So you are looking to join forces.
I want to become ungovernable.
Then you're in the right storming place. How do I know? How do I know I can trust your men? How do I know I can trust you?
Well, you don't. I guess that's kind of the hard part. I'm Light Eyes. I have nothing really to show for as far as a show of good faith or trust. Well, I'm an outlaw, and I'm a vagabond, and I'm violent, and I hate this government. And I want to kill Queen Aesudan. And I want to see the complete deconstruction of the powers that have been held above everyone I care about my entire life. And I really, really want to squeeze the life out of the lead guard of the Cobalt Order of sycophantic, horrid people. So, I can't. I'd like you to roll insight.
Yeah. That is a 16.
A 16? Okay. You want to believe him. You really want to believe him. If he's Dreyer, The only reason why your cell was bad, I guess, is the most basic way to say it, is because of Cutter's leadership. On the whole, the Phantom Dreyer is supposed to be a community for the downtrodden. It's supposed to be a place where people can learn skills and be hidden and become something other than the sum of their parts, other than to deny the birthright that is given to them as a, you know, the detritus of society. And so you want to hope that he's trustworthy, but you also know that it wasn't so very long ago that you would shank a man for indiscretions that weren't so great. So you look at him up and down and he says, the only assurance that I can give you, truly, is that if we don't work together and we don't start expanding and using the assets that we have to pressure the wall guard to operate more carefully and stretch their resources thin and put fear into them for retaliating against us, we will be squashed out, our people will suffer, and we'll have nothing to show for all of the efforts that we have ever put in to making something for ourselves that is not the castings off of light-eyed society.
Tell me something. Did you choose to be this?
No, I didn't.
Me either.
I loved the wrong person. That's what happened to me.
How novel.
Well, when you're young and you're in love, and she's not an accepted member of society, your family has opinions that you can't really ignore.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
It does tell me things that I need to know.
Maybe I'll tell you the
Alright.
story sometime. It's tragic and horrifying, and I'm not healed from it, and I do violence because of it, and
No thanks.
I
Don't
want...
really care about your problems.
I also don't need to know your story. I just want to bring it all down, and hopefully together.
We'll call it business for now, but if you give me any reason to doubt the loyalty, the honesty, or the efficacy of your people, deal's off. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing fine. You're the one who's coming to me for help.
We had a closer connection to Rave. I thought, even... He looks at you and he tries to put on the most transparent, honest expression, even if you walk away. And even if you can't trust me, it felt right to tell you that we're going to have the guard knocking on our door if we don't do something. This is my solution. I'm also not saying this is the only solution. You said you're radiant, right?
I am. Do you have any radiance?
1.
What order?
They call themselves a dustbringer.
Interesting.
And what I know about you is you have solutions that I can't even think of. So if there's something better, I would love to hear it. Because I want revenge, I want to live, I want to survive, I want my people to thrive, and I truly, at the end of the day, what I really want is 3 to 5 years from now. I'm laying in a bed. I'm drunk. I have 2 women beside me, and I have completely forgotten about all of the horrible shit that I had to do in order to get to where I am. That's what I want.
All right. Fair enough. You have Radiance on your side. I'd like to meet them. I'd like to meet your crew.
She's a treat.
I'm sure. I will talk to my people, but for now, I'm leaning towards yes. But that hinges upon talking to my crew.
I think that that's for the best. I brought this to my crew about a week ago, and we've had a lot of discussions about it. This isn't something that I do lightly, and I really don't want to. I really respect you. Cutter was a piece of shit.
Said that already. Yes, he was.
And I don't want to cross you. And I don't want you.
No, you don't.
I don't want your people to suffer. And I really just. Yeah, we can figure something out.
Another time then.
You set the day.
I will leave a message in the second drop box of the theater district in 2 days' time.
Or he gets like this wry smirk. You can come down to the you can come on down to our gambling hall and you can play some towers, throw some dice, have a couple of drinks, get to know us.
I don't gamble.
You don't gamble. Okay, what do you drink?
Sure.
Do you play games?
Yeah, why not?
You throw knives?
What do you think?
You won't find out how good you are compared to us?
Sure.
That sounds fun, right?
I'm trying to be friendly to you, so.
Okay, bring a couple of people. You grab as many of your knives as you want, and you know what? We're gonna have a great time. I think this is gonna be great.
Yes, great. We'll see each other soon.
He backs up to the
Smart move.
He backs up to a wall. He doesn't let his eyes off of you. It's the classic two intensely deadly people, like ensuring that there's no BS at the end of a meeting. And he backs right up to the edge of the wall and he's like, I really look forward to it. And then he just falls off backwards from the roof.
She rolls her eyes and leaves. Does Jez say anything after all of that?
Jez,
as I'm going home?
Jez like bobs out in front of him or in front of you, like as soon as he leaves.
Yeah, you're just gonna sigh at me? You appear simply to sigh?
Well,
Or do you have
I
something to
think
say?
I do have something to say, but I
All right.
think what I am going to say is not. I'm going to say this is what's going to happen. I guarantee that this is what's going to happen. I'm going to say I don't like him. I think that he is messy and that he has the demeanor of a thief and a brigand and that he has nothing but the worst things to do about the powers that be within this city and he has no mind for diplomacy. And then you're going to say I'm just like that. Do you have a problem with me? And I'm going to say we're trying to fix some of the problems here. And I think that a bit of kindness and diplomacy would do us well. And you're going to say, yeah, but could you imagine what we could accomplish with twice the numbers? We could bring this city down around their ears, their stupid light-eyed ears. And then I'll say, but Navali, that's not what we should be doing here. You have to be honorable. And you'll say, storm your honor, Jezzael. It means nothing to me, and I will carve my own path. And he goes on like this for about like 30 more seconds.
Okay, so, I mean, if you already have it all figured out, why are we having a conversation about it? She grins at him.
Because I think there is a lot of merit to what he's saying.
Oh, so you agree I should go meet him and see about
Yes, I
combining
do,
forces.
because I think that the honor guard that is here within the city is actually a dishonor guard.
I would agree with that.
And
I'm not sold, Jezzael. I'm not blindly believing this man.
well, look, that's good.
Just because he said Cutter is an asshole and he doesn't. I'm sorry, excuse me. That's not Rosharan cursing. he's a cremhead. And I always forget. He's a cremhead. Just because all of those things and just because he was in the Dreyer doesn't mean anything to me at this point.
It's
So,
I think our duty to go and find out what they are another power player within the city, and I think it's our due diligence to go and find out what their motives are and if they are actually a force for good. Because if you can
I want to meet the Dustbringer.
If you can do what you've done with the network for them and guide them to something better, then this could mean a lot. Your name holds a lot of weight. Even he said he respected you. He said he respected you twice in the same conversation.
She shakes her head. Yeah, I'm never going to get used to that.
Well, you have a reputation. I'm not certain that I'm happy that the people that find your reputation endearing and something to look up to are people like him, but it's a start.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not good at detecting social deception.
Well, and if all else fails, you can get violent.
And if I don't like it, I will.
That's right, and I'll help you. I trust your judgment, mostly.
Thanks. It's an upgrade from the last time you said something like that, so.
I'm proud of you lately. You just had a conversation with the whole Light Eyes, and you only really grimaced once.
That's why I don't trust him, Jez.
Is that the reason? Is that really the reason?
Bear and Alstrom have proven themselves.
Did they?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Where are the Ardents? Mark down this occasion in which Jez said I was right. For once. Let me see if I can find an Ardent really quick. They can record it down in history for me, right? That's how that works. You tell them about big events and they record it for history. I guess that's
You're being awful. You're being awful right now.
awful.
Yes.
I thought humor was a good thing.
Humor is a good thing, not when it's solely at someone else's expense. Tell a joke. Learn a joke.
Yeah. All right, let's go back home.
Yeah, let's go home. Yeah, you head back to the you head back to the sheath. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello. Goodness. Can we get a shout out really quick for Elf? So you head back to the sheath, and I think Dervin would have went to go and collect Berdalar. I believe that Dervin would have also then went to go and collect Feraniel. brother-sister duo are already in the sheath, Alstrom and Alshir. And then Navali is coming back with a large satchel of very fresh-smelling seafood and spices and vegetables and a collection of fruits. All of the makings of a very wonderful seafood boil that is going to be put together here in the sheath. Dervin will glom onto Berdalar as Berdalar comes through the door and just say, "Hey, be super cool. Be super, super cool." Oh, you're muted. You're muted. There it is. Yep. We got there.
I was mumbling. Yeah, no, definitely. Did you know that? You know what? I'll tell you later. I'm cracking the code. I'm a genius. I am the coolest. You're welcome.
Are you the coolest? Are you actually the coolest? Are you going to be super cool tonight?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be really cool about everything.
Okay, well, and he gets really close to you. He leans in. You're almost nose to nose. He says, "You are potentially going to be in a serious relationship with the most beautiful girl in all of Roshar. And you need to understand a certain thing about respecting the sanctity of that, because I've heard rumors about you. I've talked to your family, Berilar. You've been a stinky, promiscuous drunk. And you have to treat this woman the way that she's supposed to be treated. So I think you should go downstairs right now and you should borrow Alstrom's shower and you should clean yourself up and shave off the stubble because you've been up for 3 days chewing ridge bark. Your mouth smells like astringent. Fix yourself. Fix yourself."
You and we both know that I took a nap. Okay, I went home. Alstrom walked me home.
2
and
hours.
I took a nap.
2 hours is not enough.
It was 3.5, and it was lots. And then I had a bath, and then that's it. That's all. I'm good. I smell great. Smell me.
You didn't use soap. He smells you. Vinegar.
I will go and borrow some cologne. Okay?
Do something. Thanks for coming.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's been good. It's good to get back. I've got a lot to tell these people.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody has a lot to share. I'm going to go and get Veroniel. She's waiting outside.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm going downstairs.
I would. And then Dervin sprints upstairs to grab Veroniel. He makes an incredibly deep bow. "Milady."
Not you two.
What do you mean?
Please.
What do you mean?
Just people have been treating me weird recently.
Well, I mean, you're the Dawn Flame.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
super cool.
It does sound pretty cool.
It sounds
but
really
I don't-
cool.
They've just been really weird about it.
What do you mean weird?
So I just don't be weird about it, Dervin.
Well, I'm just trying. It's like I'm trying to be a proper gentleman because I've come to terms with it. I can say it. I can say it out loud. We're never going to be together. I get it. I understand that. I get it. And I hope you two go the distance, and I hope that you make each other happy, and that this turns into something beautiful that people can write books about. And that means it's lights out for me, Veroniel. I'm off the table. I'm not getting in between this. Okay?
Vera is speechless. Just
Yeah. No, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I know. It hurts when dreams die.
What did he tell you?
He told me that you're super serious. That it's a super serious thing. Yeah.
That's
Pretty
news
much.
to me.
What do you mean? He said he there was a kiss, and that's about as serious as it gets.
And then he ran off.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's what happened. And I haven't seen him in a month.
Okay. Well, I honestly, and then he
Is he here?
he extends his hand out to you to like help lead you down the stairs. Sometimes love is scary and you have to run away for 30 days. He's here.
Great.
Yeah. And then Turvin leads you down into
Take his
into the
hand.
sheath. Yeah, he's being
like huffy.
he's being everything that he thinks a gentleman should be in this moment. Berdelar, Alstrom, Franiel, you see every kid in the network present and in the sheath. Franiel and Bear, since the last time that you've been in the sheath, there has been even more work done. There are more strips of cloth that line the ceiling in multitudes of colors. There are paintings all over the wall in chalk and in actual physical dyes and paint. There are little portraits that have been put up on paper and stuck with lacquer. There have been little carvings in the walls of stick figures and cute little words. The place has taken on far more light. There are little oil lamps and sphere lamps all abound. This place is no longer the dark sort of, place of hiding and despair. It's a place of it feels like a home. It feels like a real home. There's more small structures that have been built into the large cistern. That this place is actually like all of the carved sandstone has been, covered in pieces of wood that have been put up for like climbing upon. There's little like obstacle courses for kids to run on and train, and little test dummies and targets for throwing knives, and you see a few tables that have like scattered locks all over them with lockpick kits right beside. There's so many tiny little details of a life that is being lived. There's a full kitchen that's been put in, with all of the instruments of actually cooking a meal instead of just a pot that's thrown in the middle of the room on a fire. And there's seating. There's places for community. There are places for gathering and telling stories and playing games and reading. There's books laying around for the kids that are a little bit more literate or became more literate. There's so very much, and more importantly than almost anything, the kids are laughing. And this seems to be one of the first times that every single one of the network has come together all at the exact same time, because they've been told that, well, Fira and Bear and Alstrom and Alshir and Nev are all going to be present, and Nev's doing the cooking. And the kids love Nev's cooking, really in no uncertain terms. It's not anything that's, that comes up all the time or anything like that, but Nev's cooking is, well, it's what's kept the kids alive for years. Whether that was handfuls of lavish grain thrown into thin root vegetable broths, or a feast like tonight that's been provided by the friends, companions, and family that the network has really turned into. So everyone starts to take seats. I think at this point, Berdalar and Franil might see one another for the first time in a while, since he sprinted out of the door to go and hunt men and be sad. And while that goes on, we can get to what that looks like in a minute, but I think the centerpiece for the evening, for better or worse, is going to have to be a crafting roll from Navali
Oh God.
with
Okay.
advantage. If you can
pressure.
if you can justify a different skill, feel free.
Nah, crafting's perfect for
You
this.
do have an opportunity if you should want to use it.
You gave me advantage. So my first one's 14, second
Mm-hmm.
one. Also a 14. It's a 14 either way.
It's a 14 either way. Okay.
Yeah.
That feels right. All of Nev's
soup.
biggest
not a chef.
roles, all of Nev's biggest roles have felt so very appropriate.
Yeah.
The dice really
My dice are telling a story.
Yeah, the dice really said, and we're telling the story that Nev wanted to tell. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say Nev is just putting together a meal, flitting about and making sure things are seasoned and cooked properly, and probably, having like Alshir help manage things, because cooking for 20 people is a big task.
Yeah, Trim
More than
helps
20
out.
people.
Trim helps out, absolutely. Gets in there, starts cracking Kremlin claws, and starts doing all sorts of stuff and helping out as well. And in a short period of time, even through a little bit of awkward silence, food starts to get served.
All right, no promises, but I think I did pretty good.
I gotta say, this is probably the second best meal I've had all month. So,
Hey, I'll take it.
Is it spicy?
I probably made something sweet on the side for Fira.
That's actually
No,
why.
Bear's been trying. She
doesn't know
she
that.
wants the spicy.
That is why I
Nev doesn't
mentioned.
know
That's why
that.
I mentioned that you also picked
There
up
is
fruit.
spicy food.
Mhm.
Yeah, there is both masculine and feminine food for whoever prefers
Yeah.
whatever. Yes.
Just gonna grab the masculine food.
Nev
yeah, Bear's gonna have a
notices
portion
this.
of each.
Nev notices this. That's a spicy one. Are you sure? You want
Yeah.
that one? Okay.
I've been cooking too.
Oh, okay. I want to hear more about that. Spicy food, huh?
I love what you all have done with the sheath.
Oh, I didn't do well. Actually, I shouldn't say I haven't done any of this. I point to one of the obstacle courses. Falarin and I built that. Everything
Awesome.
else is them though.
Maybe I'll bring a gift to add next time.
Oh, make sure it's colorful. They'll love it.
Yeah.
You hear like a cacophony of like the colors that the kids would want. You hear like yellow, purple. I want, and you hear you hear specifically out of Karov's mouth. He's just like, I would like a deep magenta.
I love him so much. Oh, it sounds like you've got a lot of requests. I'll dig in, everybody.
Bear scooches over beside Alstrom.
Alstrom,
Not bad,
think-
huh?
it's really good. I've got it figured out. I know. I did it. I cracked the code. I'm
What
so
code?
excited. all of it, all of it. I know it's happening. I know it's happening in Kholinar, and I don't want to ruin this really nice dinner for everyone. So I'm not going to tell everybody right now. I'm going to just wait and eat dinner. But I needed to tell somebody. I've got it figured out. I know what is going on.
Is that why you were just writing in front of everybody?
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I mean,
Okay.
who's going to judge me? I mean, if I was out in the street, I probably wouldn't. But around here, I mean, like, who's going to give me a hard time? Florin? He dances, so...
Do you not dance?
No, I dance too, yeah.
Then why
This is really good.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk later.
Yes. Oh, there's so much. There is so much. Here, look at this.
And Bear is going to put a little notebook that he has been collecting notes in and put it in Ostrom's hand and goes and circles around to the other side of the table.
What do I see as I start reading this?
You see pictures of the mural, roughly sketched, with unmade, and then the palace, and Aesidon, question mark, unmade, question mark, evil spren, question mark.
He did it.
Do I recognize any of the images of the unmade?
No. I think, well, we can prompt a lore check for that, actually. That's it. That'd be a, yeah. This will be a high difficulty because of the, like, obfuscated nature of this, of information about Unmade. But
could I have Wave help me?
You can spend 2 can spend 2 focus and have Wave help you. Yeah, absolutely you could.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, does any of this look familiar to you?
Maybe. I have big brains. Very smart. The best of all.
Okay, that's better. 18.
I see. I pierce through the veil of ages, and the conclusions are clear. I see through the lens of forever.
What? Just get to it. What are you talking about?
Bertilar. He's bad at drawing. That's what you wanted to know, right?
Yeah, it looks fine to me. I mean, like, I don't know how long he's been at it, so, like, if this is pretty early, it's not bad.
From the looks of it, he's been at it for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, but can you draw?
Yes.
I would like to see that.
I am one of Shadesmar's greatest geometrical artists.
I don't believe you for one moment.
That is because you don't love me.
That does not mean I don't love you.
I think that's what it means.
Friends, aren't we? That's not...
I'm your friend.
Love doesn't mean...
I don't know if you're mine.
I'm your friend. Love doesn't mean just believing what somebody says right away.
Tell me I'm an artist.
Show me some of your art.
I can't.
Well, then how can I know you're an artist?
It's in Shadesmar.
Is any of it nearby?
Maybe. I'm just a spren. I wouldn't know.
Hey, Fear, can you do that thing where you look in the Shadesmar? Can you see if Wave has any of his art nearby?
I think when you're doing this, I think Fira would have been like leaned over to Navali asking if this is like just a fun dinner or if we could talk about important stuff. So you interrupt that question, I think. I don't think I've mastered it to like see things that clearly. Maybe soon? More practice?
Okay. If you need help, let me know. I think you're
Fira-
muted.
Fira feels wave shoot up the leg of her pants and like vibrate gently near her ear. Don't help him. Don't help him. I'm lying. I'm lying to him.
Oh.
Yes. It's a funny joke. Don't do it. Actually, wait. Will you help me? Will you help me? I need your help.
How?
Say that you looked into Shadesmar and that there is art. Just say
I
it.
just told him that I don't have that ability.
But
I
you can
can't
lie.
do that right now.
Give it a week.
No.
Maybe 2 weeks. And then say it. Say I have
You know what you could do
paintings.
in 2 weeks? You could make art.
Do you even like me?
I. Yes, I like you, Weave. You're awesome. But I'm not gonna lie for you.
That is a betrayal.
Well, I'm sorry.
I feel as if I have been stabbed.
I think we define betrayal differently, Weave.
Yes, I define it the right way. That friends won't help your friends.
I will help you, but I will not lie for you. I'll help you learn how to make art.
That is messed up. And then he zooms down and joins Alstrom again.
Speaking of betrayal,
Bear scooches over to Fira.
Hi, Bear. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Sound bubble immediately.
I really enjoyed the kiss thing. That was great for me, and I just wanted to say I hope you had a nice time with it, and that you don't hate it.
I was confused. You disappeared. I wasn't sure if you did that just to get me to stop asking questions.
No, I did it because I thought I might die. And so I figured if I was going to die, I should probably do the thing that I want to do before I die. So I just went for it, you know? But like I tried to do it in like a not shitty way. Okay, no, that's not true. In a less shitty way. I see now that I did not achieve that goal. So
I spent the last month trying to check in on you, worried about you, and you've been difficult to find. And I've just been thinking I must have did something wrong. And I
No.
kept trying not to ask that, but I kept asking it anyways.
Question. Is this conversation happening in front of everybody, even with the sound bubble? Because I think we can see Fira being angry and just
You can see it.
mouth moving with nothing. Nev walks up and is like, I gesture to the door out of this room.
would you like to have this conversation outside? Outside-ish. Or not,
I don't
it's
know.
fine.
Would you like to leave a note with Verdana?
We could just sit.
Yeah, sure.
I would like to talk about it. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, yeah, if we are talking in front of everyone, it probably looks really weird. So
Nev's just standing there, arms crossed.
So yes, outside or no talking?
yes, outside.
Okay. Thumbs up to Nev. The sound bubble will move.
Whether or not they can hear me, it's storming rude to put a bubble in the middle of a room full of people who are trying to have a meal, Bear.
Can we
Probably
hear
not.
inside?
I
That's what I was
don't
wondering.
think so.
Probably not.
It's full
Yeah.
isolation.
It's okay. Nev's being petulant.
Yeah, so I'm just, I don't want to ruin dinner, and I hope that if you don't want to have this talk, that is great, and I just, sorry for taking off like that, and that was not nice to do.
Well, thank you for apologizing.
Yeah,
I don't really know yet what I need from that apology, but thank you anyways.
I was having a bad go. But good news, I did figure some stuff out.
Are you sleeping?
I did.
Are you taking care of yourself?
I ate food with Devin.
More than once?
Yes. Yeah, no, I had like a bunch of meals since I saw you last time. Like a bunch of them. Like more than 3.
Bear, is that the truth?
I'm working. It is. More
It
than
is.
3.
In a
More than
month.
3 in the past month is the truth.
It's been a month.
Bear or Tila does manifest really quickly and does affirm. She takes her form of the small little misspren instead of the crystalline form and says, "He's been awful, but he has been eating."
You need to take care of yourself better.
Yes, but I agree. I do agree. You are right. I need to be taking better care of myself. But there is a big but. I figured it out.
What
If
you
there
were
is any
hunting for?
consolation. Yeah. I know what's wrong with Kholinar. I know what to do. I don't know what to do, but I have some really good ideas.
Yeah. I spent some time trying to help too and research Rave and the Sons of Honor and trying to bring back
great.
something useful.
That's great. I mean, I'm excited, when we can share everything because I know everyone's got stuff. I knew that I wanted to apologize because I did think about how much of a cramhead I was, which I was, and I can admit that. I do not apologize for laying one on you, though. That I don't regret at all. Everything after that, yeah, definitely.
Thank you, I guess.
You're welcome.
Do you want to go back
Let's go
to the
eat.
dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go eat.
We go back.
Feraniel, you feel frame drip down off of your ear. Bear, you feel a slight droplet of liquid drift up your body and plant itself just behind your ear. You have affected Feraniel's emotional state for 28 days, 16 hours, 41 minutes, and 37 seconds. 3 high storms have passed. She has been less effective, desperate, scared, and worried about someone who is not worth worrying about. I suggest that you turn into someone that is worth worrying about. Hearing her say your name while she is sleeping is disconcerting. I know that you are not ever to be an else caller, and I am going to do my best not to speak to you as such. Please be good to her. It could mean more than you know.
Do I hear this, or is this just whispered?
This is just between Bear and Frame.
I mean, I regardless of what happens moving forward, I plan to treat her with nothing but respect and care.
A team
In any capacity.
A team communicates. Friends speak. Lovers should connect.
Thank you for your advice.
If you play with the emotions of my bonded, you are doing the same to me.
Yeah.
This will not be the first time that I will have to pick up the pieces and build them again.
I hear you.
And then you feel that droplet of ink fall away from your body, and Feraniel, you feel the little dot go onto your ear, and you hear Frame's voice in your head. I am sorry, I needed to use the washroom.
You got more and more like a human every day, Frame.
Yes, I was peeing. That is what I was doing. Of course. The most human of activities.
I hope you didn't say anything mean. 'Cause I'm assuming that she's like walking back
I was
again.
using the restroom. I was not speaking at all. I wasn't talking. That would be weird.
Oh.
That would be a strange thing for a Spren to do while relieving themselves would be speaking.
Sure.
And then we will return back into the dining hall. The meal is fantastic. And in a moment of vulnerability that Nev has not seen before, the youngest of the network, Karav, walks up to Nev and very directly says, "Can I sit in your lap?"
Yeah.
I am feeling tired and I want to go to sleep because the food was very good and I feel very warm.
It's a good feeling, isn't it, buddy?
Better than anything. Perhaps other than a good book. And of his own volition, he hops up into Navali's lap, curls up, and within 5 minutes is asleep, gently snoring.
Aw.
Now, I'm aware that the group should probably have a few solid discussions, and that there are secrets to be shared and revelations to be had. But I predict that those could take, well, quite a while, and we have ran rather late. And so, we will end this evening and pick it up right where we left it off, but we are going to end it with a reconnection and the gentle snores of a kid that has, for the very first time in his entire life, been held while he goes to sleep. Folks,
I'm just screaming internally. It's fine.
thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for coming along for our story. I had the best time playing games with you. Thank you to the raiders that came in and shared their audiences with us. I hope some of you stick around and and catch more stories with us from week to week. And we're going to raid out now. We'll raid out into into Robert. I mean, why not? Robert's actually live right now, so. Fuzka's not live, right? I'm so sorry.
I
Just
don't
double
see
checking.
Fusco
No,
live.
Fuzka's not live. All right. Thank you for following along. We will be back on Saturday for the first epilogue for Sanguine Dominion. Then we'll be back next Tuesday for the next episode of The Last Ideal, which you're watching right now. Congratulations to all of us once again for winning the one of the awards from the Chicago Web Fest, Best Reactions. We are now officially an award-winning actual play, everybody, and it feels real good. So go show Captain Robert all the love in the world. He's one of the old guard for actual plays on Twitch. He's always live. If you need your fix of actual play adventure, please. Toss him a follow. We'll catch you on the flip-flop. Have a good night, folks. Bye-bye.